A, State of Texas versus Emily Casillas. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Jordan Brown for the state.
for the defense?
Brenda Lee for Ms. Casillas.
And are you Ms. Casillas? I need you to unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what you're charged with is possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $100 fine. The state recommends community supervision. There's no application for deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $57 to the San Antonio Police Department for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Ms. Casillas, as part of the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending that your punishment be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility, but they're recommending community supervision, and there's a $100 fine. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 100 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
All right, then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence to support the defendant's plea?
Yes, Judge. State offers states 1 and attachments.
Any objections?
No objection.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, state, is this the only case that's going to be filed against Ms. Casillas?
Yes, Judge. There were some additional drugs recovered, but they were filed on a co-defendant. The less than a gram case we have is the only case that the state has at this time.
All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, please.
Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes. Ms. Casillas has work once she's released from jail and will be able to complete her probation by doing everything that's required of her, reporting and paying the fines and fees. And she's really trying to move away from drugs and all that stuff in her life and just move forward and not get in any trouble anymore. That's her goal.
All right, Ms. Casillas, do you have any children?
I have one.
What is the age?
She will be turning 11 on the 13th.
And where is she?
She's with her grandmother. And for 2 years, I've been working on getting to at least have visits with her. And I have been staying out of trouble. And this, like, it's been following me since I got in trouble. But I've been clean. I broke off of heroin. I've been clean off of that for 2 years. And I'm just trying to pick up the pieces I left off to get to even have visits with my daughter.
All right, so have your parental rights been terminated?
No, I don't believe so. I just know that her grandmother had a parental guardianship and her father passed away. So it would only be me and her grandmother.
What type of work have you done in the past?
I worked at Red Lobster, and now I would be working as a property manager for some apartments. In California, I believe I was a care provider. That was years ago, though.
So what is your drug of choice?
Methamphetamine.
How far did you go in school?
10th grade.
Why didn't you graduate?
I got pregnant and had to take care of my daughter, so I quit school to work. I also enrolled like 2 years ago, I believe, in welding school, which I want to pick up as soon as I get out of here.
Where are you going to be staying?
At my aunt's. I stay at my aunt's, but at the place that I'm going to be working at, I would be renting out my own apartment, and I have the address if you would like that too.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to $100 fine. That'll be probated. 180 days in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 2 years. 100 hours of community service restitution. There's to be no contact with Rebecca O'Brien.
Okay.
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
There's no
All right.
apostrophe there, so who knows how pronunciations go. I'm quickly learning that the rules we learned in school don't apply these days
Yeah.
to pronunciations. Parenting classes, CPS compliance if applicable, proof of employment. There's to be no employment with vulnerable persons. What that means is you cannot have any employment that involves you supervising minors. You
Okay.
cannot be a home health care provider. Intensive outpatient treatment with probation. The 100 hours of community service restitution will be waived if you complete trade school or obtain your GED. There's to be random UAs, field visits 2 times per month, and they will be random. All right, is there anything else that you need to be successful at this probation?
No, that'll be it.
All right, with that, we'll close the record. State of Texas versus Rebecca Lynn O'Brien. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Hunter Moore.
For the defense?
James Tochi for Ms. O'Brien, Judge.
And are you Miss Rebecca O'Brien?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand what you're charged with in count 2 is possession of a controlled substance, group 1, 4 to 200 grams? That's second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, I do.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
This is the second time this is the second lawyer, and I wish we would have met earlier instead of just yesterday or the day before. But other than that, I'm just glad to get this over and done with. It's just been too long of a wait.
All right, let me ask you this. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented by Mr. James Toshi?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Court will find the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Next, I'm showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, state is proceeding on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication. The state recommends community supervision, and there's to be restitution of $57 for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement, Ms. O'Brien?
Yes, ma'am.
The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, I do.
Then to the offense is charged in count 2. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. And states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. All right, Ms. O'Brien, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Negative, ma'am.
All right, know that you will get drug tested today.
Yes, ma'am.
So what's your form of drug that you've been using?
It was ice, I don't know, ice. I had been sick for the past 2 days, so I've been staying home. Hello?
When's the last time you used?
This was Sunday. I had a rough day and I went back. I fell off the wagon and I'm not gonna
So
lie.
what drugs are you using? That's what I'm trying to find out. Here's the
Just
thing.
ice, ma'am.
Here's the thing, Ms. O'Brien. I'm going to follow the state's plea bargain agreement. I'm hoping that you will complete it successfully. But
Yes, ma'am.
if you're not honest with me, I can't give you conditions to help you be successful. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So What have you been using?
Ice,
How often do you use it?
maybe once a day.
Okay. And do you live by yourself? Are you living with someone? Where are you staying?
I'm homeless right now, so it's anywhere I can.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes.
What are their ages?
23, 21, 17, 12, and 11
All right. Where are the 17, 12, and 11-year-old?
with my oldest daughter.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am. I have my adjuster's license. I just got my LLC for my own company. And I'm also employed with Driveline Retail, where I was with them for 8 years.
Doing what?
I'm a master merchandiser. I go and do planograms, resets. I do inventory. I travel a lot.
All right. This is what this court is going to do. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. $50 restitution for drug testing. Felony drug court is full. They can't accept anybody else. But what I'll do, I'm going to do intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And Rebecca, if you could put her on the felony drug court waiting list. Once they have room for her, I want her in felony drug court. We're going to do the UA hotline, random field visits, 3 times per month, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or in any job that involves the supervision of minors, weekly Zoom reporting for 60 days. Ms. O'Brien, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Well, I heard the parenting classes. I would love to do that. Parenting classes, like the drug anonymous classes.
No, I have you down for all of that, okay? But here's the thing, Ms. O'Brien. I take no joy in sending people to prison. So if there's something that I have not given you in these conditions that would help you be successful, it's your duty and it's going to be your job to let probation know what you need, because nobody here is a mind reader. We can't read your mind and figure out how you can be successful. So the ball is in your court. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
From here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, is this a decision that could potentially end up with me going to prison for 8 years? You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. O'Brien, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Ms. O'Brien, here's the thing. Children that you have, it's your job to support them. I'm sure your oldest daughter is like, I want to have children of my own, but I can't really do that because I'm taking care of my siblings. That's supposed to be your job, not hers. So you're going to have to start straightening up your life. Oh, and I'm sorry, let me add one more thing to our conditions. There was a co-defendant, sort of co-defendant in this police report. Her name is Emily Christine Casillas. Casillas, do you have any contact with her anymore?
She messaged me through Messenger a couple of days ago.
All right, you're not going to have any contact with her anymore. I'm going to add no contact with Emily, Emilee, Christine, Kristine, Casillas, Casias. All right, then with that, we'll close the record. And Ms. O'Brien, until
Yes,
you're clean and sober, you'll have trouble picking out good friends, right? Positive role models. So here's the thing. Anybody who spells their name weird, like it's not the normal spelling, you need to do a double take, okay?
Yes,
So
sir.
that Emily, it should be spelled, when I was growing up, it's Emily. When they start doing weird things, Emilee and all of this and a bunch of apostrophes,
Yes.
that may be a sign. Maybe, maybe not. Calling 2021 CR 0251A, State of Texas versus Emily Christian Casillas. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel, that's 12 in the state of Texas.
And are you Ms. Casillas?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I did.
Are you the same Emily Christine Casillas who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 0251A for the offense of possession of a controlled substance less than a gram
Yes, ma'am.
on April 7th, 2021 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Your Honor, violated condition number 5 in Bear County Text Edit. Emily Christine Casillas did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
Plead to that, true or not true?
Your Honor, the state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 180 days in the state jail facility and up to $100 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Your Honor, both sides are going to go this report.
Right. All right. State, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, the state's requesting 180 days of revocation.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, she hasn't gotten in trouble in a long time. I know that she also hasn't reported, but she hasn't gotten in any trouble during that time. She is employed, actually self-employed, renovating houses. She has a place to live when she's released from jail or the state jail. She has 77 days in jail on this case. We're asking the court to consider giving her judgment satisfied on 1244 7 days. She is not eligible to remain on probation because more than a year has elapsed since her probation expired.
All right, Ms. Casillas, is there anything you wish to say?
No.
All right, so the last time we were here, it was for failure to report.
Correct,
So
Your Honor.
we're back again for failure to report. I mean, you're not doing probation. So I'm gonna grant the motion, revoke. I'm gonna sentence you to the 180 days in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served.
Your Honor, can I convince you to give her 1244 punishment on the 180 days?
State,
Again, Your Honor, that's what she signed on for whenever she agreed to probation. This is our second NTR, and it was the second one for not reporting.
all right. Then that will be denied. It's gonna be 180 days in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's $100 fine, time and money to run concurrent. All right, we can go off the record. I tried. That's all I can do. This is the second time that you're here for not reporting. That's the simplest of things to do. And I know I told you that if there were any issues with your life, any issues with probation, you can always come back to court and address it. You understand? So when you get out of the state jail facility, if there are issues in your life with drugs or anything else, you can always come back to this court if I'm here. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay? Thank you, John.
Thank you, Your Honor.